It's time for this week's episode of Brandon Sports Talk, featuring in-depth interviews from those who are trending in the world of athletics. And now, here's the host of Brandon Sports Talk, Brandon Pate.
Welcome back to Brandon Sports Talk. In today's episode, I have the privilege to interview the San Jose women's golf coach, Dana Domann. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Brandon. How are you?
I'm doing good. Can you talk about how you got started in college coaching?
Sure. Well, this is my 16th year as a college coach. This is my third school year as the head coach. And I actually went to San Jose State and have had a relationship with them for, since I graduated. And then my husband actually was the head coach for almost 19 years. And I was his assistant, and he retired a few years ago. And I interviewed for the job, went through the whole. That was my first introduction to Zoom. Was when I was interviewing for the job. They made it very official, and I'm really happy that I got it. So it's kind of a gradual process, but I've stayed close to home the whole time.
That's wonderful. Can you talk about your time as the head coach of San Jose?
Sure. Yeah. Well, John left me in good shape. I was able to take my team the first year. We went to the NCAA championships in my first year, and lucky enough to get our conference coach of the year in my very first year as head coach. So that was a really fun transition with a fun team, and I'm enjoying setting the culture for our program at this point. And it's fun to be back at my alma mater too, because I have a lot of Spartan pride. So it's all good.
Can you talk about your playing career at San Jose?
Sure. So I was a two-time All-American and an academic All-American, and I also played on our first national championship team in 1987. So that's something that we're really proud about. And then the program went on to win a couple of more national championships after that. So yeah, it's been a good, it was a good playing career here.
Can you talk about playing in the first ever national championship?
Yeah. So we won at the University of New Mexico, and we weren't quite favored to win. It came down basically to the last hole, and it was pretty exciting. One of my teammates had a fantastic tournament. She was in the playoff for the individual championship, and it's actually a funny story. We had one of my teammates hit a shot, went a little bit off course, and ended up hitting another coach in the leg and staying in bounds as a result of that good luck. And then we went on to win the national championship by one, possibly due to that favorable bounce. But yeah, it was great, the camaraderie and the sense of pride that we got being that first national championship.
That's a wonderful story. Can you talk about your 10 years playing in the LPGA Tour?
Sure. Yeah. So yeah, I played for 10 years. I was fortunate to have my husband, John, out there with me most of the time. I finished second in my very first LPGA Tour event, which was pretty exciting. And ended up winning 2 LPGA Tour events later on, and have a playing career that I'm proud of. When I was pregnant with my younger son, decided it was time to hang it up and not play full time on tour. I still played golf, But yeah, it was a good run. Met so many really, really great people traveling, and so I feel very fortunate to have had that experience.
That's wonderful that you've played for 11 years. Can you talk about being inducted into the Golf Coaches Association?
Sure. Yeah, that's an honor, of course. Now being a coach myself, that to be inducted into the Golf Coach Association Players Hall of Fame, not the coaches. I'll have to work a little bit harder to get that one, but the Players Hall of Fame just felt great to feel like being recognized for my college playing career, which I'm proud of, and yeah, so that's a special night.
Can you talk about playing at the age of 14 in the U.S. Women's Golf Championship?
um, I think that it was playing in
Oh, yeah,
U.S.
playing
Women's
in
Open. Yeah,
14.
I was going to say, I'm trying to think back. I didn't quite play in it when I was 14 years old, but playing, yeah, so the U.S. Women's Open is the biggest championship in women's golf. And you're always treated very well by the USGA. And so, yeah, that's I feel very fortunate to have, been exempt into a few of those and qualified pretty well into a few of those as well. And yeah, that's always special when playing your national championship.
Can you talk about how you help prepare the young athletes of San Jose to get there one day?
Sure. Yeah. Well, we're really fortunate. I've already kind of discussed our long tradition of doing well in women's golf. And so I feel like I'm fortunate that I get the opportunity to pass down some of the things that I've learned in those experiences we just talked about. But in addition to that, also, emphasizing how important it is to be a well-rounded person. My why for coaching at this point is not a lot about winning, but, creating strong women. So our motto is strong women come from here. And so, we always try and emphasize when we're making decisions, what's going to help this person to be strong graduate of San Jose State University. And so, we work on the mechanics and everything of golf, but that's our overarching why.
When it comes to the recruitment process, what is that like as a golf coach?
It's a little bit interesting. We have kind of a mix between international recruits and usually California recruits. It's a little better fit. We don't have a lot of out-of-state recruits, but we will, occasionally get to Europe to see some tournaments, but it's mainly based on their playing resume and seeing their results in tournaments. We'll typically go down to the Junior World Championships in San Diego and see some of the players that might come over to that from Asia. But we feel like we have kind of a leg up with the reputation of our university, our practice facility, and the competitiveness of our team really helps us in that regard.
Can you talk about, of course, your practice facility as being one of the states of the arts of that?
One of the our practice facility is amazing. It's fairly new. It's about 3 years old, and it's we at San Jose State we have a main campus and a south campus, and it's at our south campus where our athletic facilities are, and it's incredible. It's very well maintained. It has everything that we could ask for in a practice facility. So we feel really, really fortunate that the university built that for us.
What is the recruitment visit like as a golf coach?
Well, you might know we're not doing any recruit trips right now. We're due to COVID, we're in a dead period, but typically, we would show off our university, our facilities, the courses that we get to play. It's an opportunity to get to know, the players on our team and just see if it's a good fit for them. So it's, we have a lot that we like to show off around here in the Bay Area.
That's wonderful. Can you talk about what advice would you give future golf coaches and even players that are looking to get into golf on the college level?
Yeah, I think that if you're interested in getting in coaching, you kind of want to get your foot in the door somewhere where you can get some experience, and maybe a few different places where you get the opportunity to learn different styles of coaching and different methods, and obviously learning, reading as much as you can to just improve your skill set so that you can be effective in passing along information to your team is going to be very important.
What about as a player? What advice would you give upcoming players?
Upcoming players, I think, well, there's so many different directions you can go, but we have one of the things, we have our culture wall, and one of our sayings is 100% effort equals no regrets. So try your hardest, work your hardest at something, and know that sometimes it doesn't always work out, but you'll know in your heart that you actually put in your best effort, so that you don't have regrets later on that you didn't do what you needed to do to perform your best.
That's wonderful advice. Where can my listeners find you at on social media, along with San Jose Women's Golf at?
We are on San Jose State Women's Golf on Instagram, on Twitter. I believe we have the same handle, and Facebook, San Jose State Women's Golf.
Thank you again, Dana, for your interview, and best of luck as the women's golf head coach.
Thank you, Brandon. Have a good day.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. You can find Brandon Sports Talk on Facebook at Brandon Sports Talk, Instagram at Brandon Sports Talk, Twitter at Talk_Brandon, and you can find me on YouTube at Brandon Sports Talk. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again, Dana, for your interview, and best of luck.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
You've been watching Brandon Sports Talk. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to Brandon Sports Talk on social media and on YouTube.